Coming up this week on State Champs.
Hockey gets a little extra attention as Sean Belizean talks up a few Player of the Year hopefuls, and we check out a pair of clashes featuring some state-ranked teams.
Tons more winter sports highlights, and we'll also take a big picture look at high school sports participation in the state. The numbers are looking good.
That and a whole lot more, so let's get to it.
State Champs starts now.
Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser, your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Sarah Chevrolet, the low payment people. Hey there, thanks for coming back to the original Michigan High School Sports Show, State Champs. We are located on the campus of our presenting sponsor, Lawrence Technological University. And in fact, we'll give you a peek at the success the women's basketball team is having here right now at LTU. I'm Lauren Plant.
And I'm Kiera Hay. We got skiing highlights from the west side of the state, swimming from the Huron League, and competitive cheerleading from the Catholic League, and so much more.
That's right. Of course, we've also got hoops highlights from a variety of cities in the Mitten, and away we go. We begin out west. Boys b-ball, 2 top 10 teams in our Class C rankings, and a rematch of last year's district championship. Number 1, Granville Calvin Christian on the road at number 5, Grand Rapids Covenant Christian. Covenant beat Calvin in that district finale and went all the way to the state finals a year ago. Currently 9-2 and running. Check out the senior Tyler Kamenga. Style points, my man. Chargers led 16-15 at the break. Calvin Christian were 2016 state finalists. Only one loss coming in, and that was to a very good Godwin Heights squad. Sophomore Brock Stevens with a dynamic dribble drive of his own. Chargers held and gave the faithful one more reason to erupt. In transition, Nathan Minderhout, the soft oop to Carson Muhlenberg, and the two-hand jackhammer. Covenant Christian wins this one 54-45. To the girls now, and do not adjust your television sets. Catholic League matchup, longtime rivals Farmington Hills Mercy and Birmingham Marion getting together. Currently ranked 6th overall in the state in Tom Markowski's latest rankings, Mustang Jr. Megan Krause goes glass at the buzzer. First quarter final, just 5-4. Game stayed reasonably close into the second half. Farmington Hills Mercy currently unranked and trailing with just seconds left in the third. Marlins looking for a buzzer beater of their own. Senior Jenna Schluter finds freshman Jillian Smith, who fires and fills it. Mercy trailed by 11 into the fourth. A corral full of Mustangs did the scoring for the Mustangs, widely spread out. Freshman guard Shannon Kennedy hits the senior Megan Riddle, not known for her scoring, getting it done here. The Marion defense hold Mercy to 25 points. They win 34-25.
I'm Ryan Slocum from the Mid-Michigan area. Let's start with Carmen Ainsworth at Saginaw High. The Trojan freshman showing off the range in the first. Surreal Smith in the corner for the second of back-to-back triples. CA responds with a 12-2 run. Jacavian Lewis at the top of the key for 3 of his own. The Cavs pull away in the fourth. Mike Fletcher with his foot on the line. Big Mike led the way with 16 points, and Carmen Ainsworth beats the High 56-49. On to the girls, Flint Powers at Saginaw Heritage. Jessie Bicknell had it going for the Hawks. She could not miss in the first quarter. Nothing but the bottom for 3. Jessie scored 22. Great play here by Anastasia Russo. Strong drive and the scoop for the Chargers. But the Hawks cruising past Powers 65-23. For State Champs, I'm Ryan Slocum.
Today, we'd like to talk about the basketball rules point of emphasis for this season. Nationally, there is a concern about lack of enforcement for intentional fouls, especially at the end of the game. An intentional foul is contact that neutralizes an opponent's obvious advantage. Contact is not a clear attempt to play the ball, or when contact is an intentional foul, it is not solely judged on the severity of the act. Intentional fouls are either strategic to stop the clock or otherwise tactically done against an opponent. The foul could be innocent in severity or excessive in intensity and force. Regardless, they are all intentional fouls and should be called as such. To learn more about basketball rules and points of emphasis for this season, please visit the MHSAA website.
Have you heard about our weekly basketball podcast, State Champs Hang Time? Well, you gotta check it out. This show dives deep into the best players and teams in the state. There's lots of good information and commentary that always gets a reaction. It's Lauren Plant, TJ Kelly, Scott Bernstein, Jeff Dulac, along with BCAM's Dan Young, bring you Hang Time all season long. There are new episodes available at 5 p.m. every Thursday night on our website, statechampsnetwork.com. Our State Champs TV YouTube page, Facebook, Twitter, and SoundCloud. We're just getting started because there's more State Champs coming up next.
I want to be a dermatologist, and though a lot of universities tried to recruit me for basketball, Lawrence Tech had the science curriculum that I wanted. LTU's Southfield campus is a great place to learn, and the classes are small enough that I don't have to wait for office hours to talk to my professors. They're usually right by my side, challenging me and guiding me toward a successful future. Lawrence Tech, possible is everything.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's. Dough Raiser. Your team or school can sell paper pizza certificates that can be redeemed for one medium pizza at participating locations.
We've been doing this fundraiser for about 4 years, and it's the easiest and best and most profitable fundraiser they have in Michigan.
Go to doughraiser.com to learn more and sign up. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
So, I got my start in officiating when a friend told me I should try it. At first I just did basketball, and I got hooked. Before long, I added baseball, softball, football, and volleyball. I really enjoy giving back to the game, working with kids, and working with my local association to recruit and train new officials. I would like to say to anybody that officiating is a great way to help kids and stay connected to the game. We always need new officials. There's help wanted, just listen.
Welcome back to State Champs. High school sports participation is the highest it has been in the country for almost 3 decades. But in Michigan specifically, the number of girls participating in sports has steadily increased, while boys' participation has been on the decline. Let's go and focus. According to the National Federation of State High School Associations, girls' participation has reached an all-time high nationwide. But in Michigan, boys' sports participation has been on the decline, dropping 2 slots from their national ranking last year. Some may simply credit that to the drop in Michigan enrollment, but sports specialization is playing a major part as well.
We count every participant once for every sport that participant plays. The more multi-sport athletes we have, the higher our participation overall goes.
We've got 3 football players on our basketball team. That's kind of unheard of, right? Typically, the boys after their sophomore year are almost forced to make a choice of what their number 1 sport is going to be because they see it as a route to college or to the pros.
Specialization has become something that's really been emphasized in some areas and something that we're fighting against. There's a lot of evidence out there. There are a lot of medical studies out there pointing to the fact that multi-sport participation is simply healthier for high school students, for athletes of all ages.
To combat specialization, the MHSAA has formed a multi-sports task force to teach coaches and athletic directors the benefits of playing more than one sport.
Training different muscle groups across different sports is actually better for you in terms of being the total athlete.
From a social aspect, it's great for athletes to be part of different teams, potentially with different teammates, with different roles, a captain in one, a bench warmer in another.
When I was asked to be a part of the task force, I was excited because we really need to tell athletes that doing more sports actually works better for you and kind of dispel some of the myths that these business entities on the outside are trying to shove down their throats, quite frankly.
To get a full list of the benefits of multi-sport participation, go to MHSAA.com.
We're from Mercy High School. Let's get back to the highlights on State Champs.
I'm Gabe O'Neill, and we head over to the west side of the state for some downhill skiing action. Several schools, including Grand Rapids Christian and Northview, were competing in this special individual race for charity and to win the Wooden Shoes Trophy at Cannonsburg Resort. Starting with the ladies, Elena Barnhart from Holland High School attacks the slopes and making good time, earning her place in this event. But it would be Forest Hills Northern Eastern's Nuala Richards bobbing and weaving her way down the run, giving her the first place spot in the sophomore class. Now to the boys' action. We had visiting Grand Blanc High School's Garrett Shoemaker showing off some impressive speed here that would be good enough to take home the second out of the sophomores. In the junior class, Charlie Parker of Spring Lake, absolutely flying down the course, would edge out the top competitors to take his place at the top of the podium. A lot of good competition from many different schools for an even better cause. And to the highlights from this week's Catholic High School League competitive cheer competition hosted at St. Catherine of Siena. Divine Child went on to win first place in the Bishop Division. Showing off their flawless routines and outstanding stunts. It's the Falcons' 16th straight Catholic League championship. And moving over to the Cardinal Division, Ladywood came in third place. The Blazers had impressive flips, but Lutheran North gave it their all and came out in second place. But for the third straight year in a row, St. Catherine of Siena takes first place for the Cardinal Division title. For State Champs, I'm Gabe O'Neill.
Time now to take a look inside Lawrence Tech Athletics. The women's basketball team off to another great start this season. Have some new freshmen on the team as well. Currently 10-3 in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference.
So far, season's going well. We're playing pretty good and strong. Kids are really starting to get it.
When we caught up with head coach Spiegel, the Blue Devils were ranked 20th in the country. But as of this week, Lawrence Tech moved up to number 19th in the latest NAIA Top 25 Coaches Poll. Former Olivet High School standout Haley Wolkowski is a 4-year starter for the Blue Devils, averaging 14 points a game this season while shooting 38% from three-point country. And junior guard Sherilyn Bannis from Oxford High has 30 steals and 87 assists so far.
The long-term goal is to get to nationals in Sioux City, Iowa. We are focused and stressing at one game at a time, and if you don't take care of what's in front of you, you can never reach that big goal.
Hey, if you're interested in women's collegiate basketball and to follow the Lawrence Tech women's basketball team, or maybe to recruit yourself, head over to LTUathletics.com.
The deadline to get your application in to be considered as the Detroit Athletic Club's Male or Female Athlete of the Year nominee has been extended to February 15th. So if you're a first-team All-State athlete or you're projected to be one this spring, you carry a 3.0 GPA or higher, and you've been involved in perhaps some community service or volunteering or school leadership, then you must apply. There are $20,000 in total scholarship money that will be given out courtesy of the DAC Foundation. And plus, you'll get to be a part of a red carpeted gala held at the beautiful building in downtown Detroit. You worked hard in high school, so let us celebrate your accomplishments. Go to DACathleteoftheyear.com and download the application, and you have to do it now.
So many opportunities to kids. It gives them an opportunity to see where they fit within a team, persevere, understanding how to work with different personalities. Those are the lessons that will make you a successful adult. As a mom, you have to have an understanding of what concussions are.
Concussions are things that are treatable. If we take care of athletes, they will be able to develop and have a long, happy, healthy life.
Not again.
What's the matter?
One of those YouTube ads. They keep popping up right in the middle of my show.
What's up? Another YouTube ad.
Oh yeah? What are they trying to sell us this time?
At Sarah Chevrolet of Southfield, lease a Trax LS for $159 a month, Malibu LT only $189, or Silverado Double Cab All-Star just $249.
Actually, those deals look pretty good.
Yeah, click on that.
Okay, but right after this is back to cat videos. I heard there's one that water skis.
Hey, it's my student A. Okay, let's go. Time to go to college. How can I get started? Want to gain more knowledge, but I can't pay out of pocket. Call my student A today and we can get you on the way. If you really want it, all you gotta do is make a way. Looking for a scholarship, you trying to land some grants? Visit my student A and we can help with that. My student A has the knowledge and tools to make college accessible, affordable for you.
Hey everyone, welcome back to State Champs and welcome back to Fast Break. I'm Lauren Plant, joined by Dan Young of BCAM. What is BCAM? It's the Basketball Coaches Association of Michigan. We're talking Mr. Basketball and how we choose Mr. Basketball. Dan's here. What's the process?
Process starts at obviously the beginning of the season with a candidate pool of probably 25 to 30. Starts to narrow down as the games go on. We're looking at late January now, and we're starting to get close to where the committee would now, by the end of February, so this is a big 4 weeks right now, would have that final group ready to be voted on in March.
All right. And obviously, BCAM's a huge organization. Who, though, gets to vote?
So of all of our members, 5,500 members, we're the largest in the country, not all get to vote. Only coaches who are coaching. So you could be a retired coach not coaching anymore but a member, but you don't get to vote. Only the coaches who are currently coaching.
And I think that's a fair process. Lots of great guys to check out right now, so do it while these guys mull around who's going to be the finalists. All right, if you check out our State Champs Hang Time podcast, Dan and I, we're going to kind of talk about a little of the history of Mr. Basketball and maybe compare some of those guys to who are playing today. So check it out. Go to our website, statechampsnetwork.com, our YouTube page, State Champs TV, or you can listen on SoundCloud.
My name is Maximilian Thomas from Riverview. I emailed State Champs to come check out the Riverview versus Milan swim meet. They showed up, so thanks to them, and now here's the highlights.
I'm Kevin Trozinski. Riverview was hosting Milan in the pool. They were looking to beat their rivals for the first time since 1975. And we start with the opening race of the night, the 200-yard medley relay. Good finish between Brendan Baker of Milan and Cameron Wood of Riverview, and it would be Baker just edging out Wood for the victory. Back comes Riverview. This is senior Maximilian Thomas pulling away for the 3-second win in the 200 IM, but too much Milan on this night. Exciting ending here in the 200 free relay. Jose Gonzalez neck and neck with Fisher Rose, and it will be Gonzalez winning by 0.16 seconds as Milan continues their winning ways over Riverview. Head to the gym at Detroit King, a Detroit PSL matchup as the Crusaders took on the Pioneers from Detroit Edison. First quarter action. Jordan Whitford spots a wide open Marcus Gibbs. He sinks the shot from downtown. Second quarter, the Pioneers keeping it close. Keith Johnson with the block, and down the court we go. This is Brian Taylor. He has a nice move under the basket, but King led at halftime 18-13. To the fourth, the Crusaders turning on the cruise control. Antonio Mashal with the ball. He cruises through the traffic jam, and his shot is good, and the called foul. As Detroit King went on to win with the final score 52-44. Next up, a Catholic League showdown at Yak Arena in Wyandotte. The Pilots from De La Salle hit the road to face the Pioneers from Gabriel Richard. Richard looking to capitalize first. Not a lot of power on that shot from the side of the net, and the second try is denied by the Pilots keeper Danny Miscavige. The Pioneers were skating hard all night. Josh Wiseman pickpockets the Pilot skater. He skates into the zone and the shot. The flash of the leather by Miscavige keeps this game scoreless after 2. Third period, De La Salle on the power play. Vasquez gets this puck past the D-men, and it's a 2-on-1 for Richard. Looks to pass, but somehow it gets past the keeper for the shorty, and this would be the only goal of the game as Gabriel Richard defeats De La Salle 1-0, the final.
Now for the great clips. Clip of the week. Back to the pool for the meet between Riverview and Milan. Great ending in the 200 free relay. The Big Reds' Jose Gonzalez edging out the win over Riverview's Fisher Rose. His coach appreciated the effort. LOL. The clip of the week is presented by Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Sarah Chevrolet is proud to recognize the hardworking people in the communities they serve with the Sarah Chevrolet Community Awards. January Student of the Month goes to Cheyenne McEvans from Southfield Art and Technology High School. Cheyenne is a 4.0 student who excels in the classroom and on the basketball court.
Cheyenne is a tremendous student athlete. She works extremely hard in the classroom, takes great pride in making sure that she gets amazing grades. And as a basketball player, she works just as hard.
As a sophomore, Cheyenne is already the captain of the varsity basketball team. She's the second leading scorer, averaging 16 points a game, and leads the team in rebounds.
In the time that I've coached, I've had, some limited special players, and she's one of the best players I've ever coached. Athletically, she's very gifted. She's a tremendous athlete, but she's also a very skilled player who studies the game. And so I can see her, she clearly is going to be a D1 player.
On behalf of Sarah Chevrolet, I would like to congratulate Cheyenne McEvans on being the Student of the Month. Congratulations.
Thank you. Esports is one of the fastest growing sports in the world, and we here at State Champs have created the only high school League of Legends competitive season in the country. Beginning this March, 32 teams represented all across the state will compete in an online league. The top 16 teams will then come here to Lawrence Tech for a 2-day tournament filled with fun and fantastic prizes. Food and lodging will be provided, and did I mention all this is free? All we ask is that each team of 5 players come from the same school. For all the details, go to esportsmichigan.com. The registration deadline for teams is February 28th. Our main event in hockey is next.
Snap Camp is Metro Detroit's original Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer, and we're still making the best deals every day.
During the Start Something New sales event, lease a Ram Crew Cab 4x4 as low as $89 a month, or a 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee for just $249.
Sales service and a superior buying experience. That's Snap Camp on Telegraph Road in Redford.
Snap Camp, Metro Detroit's original. Snap Camp, Snap Camp.
Hey, I ordered a large veggie with garlic herb crust.
Veggie? I thought you were more of a meat eater's man.
Oh, I am, but now I can do both. Look, flavor patch.
How does that work? What happens when that's gone?
I've got Howie bread strapped to my legs.
Flavor fanatics love us because we make our dough fresh daily and have meal deals for any budget.
Hungry?
Howie's! Flavor fanatics welcome.
I want a career in robotics and automation, so I chose Lawrence Tech for its first in Michigan robotics engineering program. LTU's brand new STEM complex has a robotics lab where we can design, build, and program robots in a creative atmosphere. And the best thing is, I haven't graduated yet, but I already have a job in my field. I know I made the right choice for my career. Lawrence Tech, possible is everything.
Welcome back to State Champs. We are truly thankful to National Coney Island for bringing back the super popular Hockey Player of the Year race. Sean Belizean joins me now. We've got another barn burner of a competition. How you doing, my friend?
Outstanding, Lauren. A pleasure to be here with you. And again, shout out to National Coney. That's awesome.
Absolutely. Our top 10 candidates are good, really good. Why don't you school the hockey faithful on a couple of them?
Well, the first guy that we're going to look at, if you were at the tournament last year, Brighton was unbelievable in winning Division I. They are led by a young man by the name of Adam Conquest, who was the best player on the ice during that tournament. He picked up where he left off last year. And then we're going to take a look at Brandon West from Catholic Central. They're the best team in the state right now. And this is the type of guy, if you're looking for the massive numbers, maybe you look elsewhere. What he's going to give you is 200 feet. Two guys to look at on the list, very deserving players.
Absolutely, both clutch. Do yourself a favor. Take some time to check out our high school hockey podcast, Power Play. Sean Belizean and State Champs producer and editor Jonathan Kidd get into the hottest topics this week. What's up with the playoff seedings? they have some strong opinions, as you might guess, on that subject. Go to our website, statechampsnetwork.com, or our State Champs TV YouTube page, Facebook, Twitter, or listen on SoundCloud. Time now for our main event, solid hockey matchup, Heartland at Northville. The Novi Ice Arena, the venue for this KLAA matchup. Both Northville and Heartland trying to get back on the winning track after suffering defeats the last few games. Heartland 6th in our state champs hockey rankings. They got on the board early in the second period via the power play. Hockey Player of the Year nominee Josh Albring, great pass to Brandon Tulpa, the one-timer. Eagles led 1-0. Third period now. Heartland again with the man advantage, and Tulpa with the snipe. Roofed it. Second goal of the game. Eagles up 2. Later in the third, it's Tulpa dishing out the goods this time. Slides it over to fellow junior Joey Larson with the picture-perfect placement. Heartland blanks Northville 3-0 to final.
Heartland gets a hard-fought win today. You guys have had kind of an up-and-down season. I'm here with Joey Larson. So getting a win over Northville is good. You're getting ready to take on Livonia Stevenson as of the time we were filming this. How do you feel the team is gelling? You lost a lot last year.
I think it's going good now that we've got a few tough games under our belt. We have a few tough ones coming up, so should be a good test.
Congratulations, Heartland. The Hockey Showcase in Trenton is coming up next week with some of the best teams from all over the state showcasing their skills, including the Eagles. If you love high school hockey, you have to check it out. And of course, we'll have highlights from selected matchups.
That's right. Always a lot of fun out at the Kennedy Ice Arena. That's our program for this week. One more final reminder out there. If you qualify to be considered for nomination as a male or female high school athlete of the year, you cannot win if you do not apply. Go to dacathleteoftheyear.com. Also, we're seeking teams from schools to play League of Legends in our esports league and tournament. Go to esportsmichigan.com right now. Totally free to join the league. Lots of prizes and scholarship money will be handed out at the postseason tourney here at Lawrence Tech.
It should be fun, and you have to follow State Champs Network on social media, and you'll always be up to date on everything happening. Our annual signing day special will air next Saturday, February 3rd at 6 p.m. This football recruiting spectacular is all where our high school stars will be playing college football.
Lots happening. We'll see you next week. State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Sarah Chevrolet, the low payment people.